music lovers, make a big switch. And because you have a winner taste, 88.5 FM is your only station.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honour, peace, and the defence of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the country, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could begin journey today, we are citizens. If there is one way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except for coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working on a profession, you have to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their side is there. And these are things that we're going to be stand up to be of patriots. You have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away, the regime will pass away, but your country will stay, the law will stay, your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we're going to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people think, you're going to side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth. And that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a noisy country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism by those who are coming at the end of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Nigerian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come.
Until they can respect the Supreme Court ruling. The Supreme Court is very clear. The Supreme Court ruling is clear. They just put another speaker of their house. And you can now be a speaker of their house. I will tell you if you want to test it. I'm going to strong until they can respect the Supreme Court ruling. People that are protesters. People are protesters. As long as I'm giving a protest, I will keep you in. I will come there if you want to test it. I will confront them this until they can respect the Supreme Court ruling. I was assaulted by my police and the Zion Army, all of people. This man is almost on the talk. I'm not talking to my level woman now. I will be here again on Thursday until they can respect the Supreme Court ruling. The Supreme Court ruling is very clear. That Rejeku is not the speaker. And the guy authority, let me suspend me, let the violence expel me. The guy authority expel me. I will keep stating my unreadiness until the Supreme Court decision can be respected. I will keep stating my unreadiness. That's the way we're supposed to talk. Until the Supreme Court mandate can be respected. And the Supreme Court mandate will be respected. Thursday, I come here with enter here again. That session, extra day, I will come and state my unreadiness. I got no regret. Look, we are lawmakers. We need to respect our laws. We need to respect our rules. Let me use the law. Let me use the law. I'm stating my issue. I'm stating my issue. I'm stating my issue. I'm stating my issue.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Nimakande and I'm coming now. Reverend Victor, Baby, you divorce your wife 2 times, you divorce or 2 wives. Woman.
You say you're a lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You know what say you were divorced your wife and she worked for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Makande. And I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times, you divorce or 2 wives. Woman.
You say you're a lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You know what say you were divorced your wife and she worked for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me.
Timadoma is my cousin. I was born in Makande. And I come in now. Reverend TikTok. Reverend, you divorce your wife 2 times, divorce or 2 wives. Woman.
You say you're a lie? I only been married twice. I was divorced twice. You know jack about me. You know what say you were divorced your wife and she worked for CDC. Don't play with me. You don't know jack about me. You don't know me. Before we become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except for correction or sanitary provision. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working on profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of president you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their side is there. And these are things that we're going to be standing to be on patriots. You have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we're going to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people think, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to stick to the truth. And that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, sports development, and advancing his agenda globally. There is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as its people-friendly policy. He has continued to advocate for peace, free and fair relations in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honour, peace, and the defence of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Mr. TGIF. That means thank God it's Friday. Oh yes, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God we on it again. Thank God for keeping watch over us throughout the night. Thank God for sending us into this day. Thank God for allowing us to make Liberia better. That we will not bow. We will not fall prey. We will speak to the truth. Under no condition will we bow to the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, but rather speak truth to power. Power is for wise use, for the development of the people, where the rights of the people are respected. Power is not to suppress, repress, oppress the people. So it's another day, man. We've got the issues to talk about. Thank you so very kindly that you joined us for the show. Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews, on this 21st day of February 2025. 2024 better year for Joseph Yimabwaka and the Unity Party. When you think 2025, or if you thought 2025 was going to start better, well, it's even worse than 2024. However, we can make it better. We are the freedom fighters. We are the rescuers. Take it or leave it, we are the only ones that can make Liberia better, and we're making it better. Another day again, people, welcome to the show. I'm Sam Andrews. So we gave you the information and we gave you money also. Start playing the King's Cash giveaway right now. Dial star 799 star 20, that's 100 hatch. And play with only 200 Liberian dollars. And win for yourself 10,000. Start now. One more. What is it? Okay, time is of the essence. Let's get started. We've got a couple of issues to talk about. Liberia is bad up by the day under the reign of Nebuchadnezzar. So, start playing on the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving you 10,000 Liberian dollars today. In a dreadful farming economy, we try the best we can to make or give you life in this drought, this farming reign of Nebuchadnezzar. 10,000, just so that you got left going. So you start playing the King's Cash giveaway. Dial star 799 star 100 hatch. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. That's all. And you can win for yourself 10,000. 10,000. You're not winning. No, you are taking. You're not winning. There is a difference between winning and taking. You're not winning. You're taking it because it is yours. That which is yours, you receive it graciously. So just take it with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US by dialing star 799 star 100 hatch, and then you can have your 10G, 10K. Okay, so we've got the issues, people. Y'all listen up. We got the issues. So where we are, well, we will stop. The last place we stop is the legislature. We are in Grand Creek County. We are in the office of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And then we will pass around the puppet of a speaker office. We'll just pass around there, but we'll get started with the Environmental Protection Agency and the explosion at Seti Brothers. So let's start with what unfolded. The EPA, all of us are aware of the explosion that took place at Seti Brothers plant, Faro, Seti Brothers plant that left at least one person dead and several injured. The Environmental Protection Agency today released their investigative finding today. It was released by the boss himself, Yapawolo, and several things he said. One, that Seti Brothers or the plant has no fire safety measures in place. Up to the time of the explosion, there wasn't and there isn't any fire safety measures they got in place. No emergency preparedness at all. That Seti Brothers misguided or wrongly handled the issue of oxygen tanks there. On top of it, according to the EPA boss, the plant does not have current permit. That means the permit of the plant expired. So throughout those months, they have been operating without permit. They had no emergency plan in place for anything like what unfolded last week. No safety measures in place, and that will include having those things in place that just in case there's an emergency, they can bring the situation under control as quickly as possible. None of those things were in place. So they've been operating that way. Yes, the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency boss, Yapawolo, at a news conference today to release the findings.
Key findings from the investigation revealed lack of fire safety measures by the company, absence of emergency preparedness plans, improper handling of oxygen tanks, and expired environmental permits. Additionally, the facility was found to be operating with overused and corroded compressed gas cylinders. In response, the EPA has mandated immediate corrective actions, including the renewal of all expired permits, implementation of fire safety measures, proper labeling of and storage of oxygen tanks, and regular health and safety training for all workers. For failure to complete the environmental permitting process, the management of Seti Ferro Fabric is hereby fined the amount of $5,000 to be paid in government general revenue at the Liberia Revenue Authority within 72 hours of issuing of this notice. The facility has been mandated to immediately hire a third-party environmental consultant to begin the conduct of environmental and safety audits. The EPA is aware that the oxygen plant is an auxiliary of the steel plant, and prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, had used exclusively for metals. So in other words, you have to throw light on that. What we found is that prior to the COVID-19, we were producing oxygen and using it for the steel plant. But during the pandemic, Seti Ferro Fabric began supplying life-saving oxygen to hospitals in and around Motorcyclist County free of charge. According to the company, the bulk of oxygen currently produced at the plant is supplied to hospitals across Liberia at no cost. This claim has been verified by health authorities of the country, especially they speak to the Ministry of Health, and she confirmed that the company was supplying oxygen to government hospitals, and especially the Redemption Hospital as well, free of charge. The EPA recognizes the critical needs to continue the free supply of life-saving oxygen to major public and medical facilities across the country. As such, the hot order will be lifted once the company pay the fine and pay the temporary fee of 1,600. That's the temporary permit fee of 1,663. Again, that fee is $1,263 United States dollars. This will allow the free supply of oxygen and to conduct the needed safety and compliance audit leading to the issuing of full environmental permit. In the interim, the company will be issued a temporary permit for a period of 90 days to conduct safety reform and audits as needed.
The head of the Environmental Protection Agency of Liberia, revealing the findings from the investigation. Yes. Okay. Revealing the findings from the investigation. Let's have another. Let's listen to him carefully again.
The investigation revealed lack of fire safety measures by the company, absence of emergency, paying improper and oxygen tanks and expired environmental permits. Additionally, the facility was found to be operating with overused and corroded compressed gas cylinders. In response, the EPA has mandated immediate corrective actions, including the renewal of all expired permits, implementation of fire safety measures, proper labeling of and storage of oxygen tanks, and regular health and safety training for all workers. For failure to complete the environmental permitting process, the management of Seti Ferro Fabric is hereby fined the amount of 5,000 United States dollars to be paid in government general revenue at the Liberia Revenue Authority within 72 hours of issuing of this notice. The facility has been mandated to immediately hire a third-party environmental consultant to begin the conduct of environmental and safety audits. The EPA is aware that the oxygen plant is an auxiliary of the steam plant, and prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, had used exclusively for metals. So in other words, just to throw light on that, what we found is that prior to the COVID-19, we were producing oxygen and using it for the steam plant. But during the pandemic, Seti Ferro Fabric began supplying life-saving oxygen to hospitals in and around Motorcyclist County free of charge. According to the company, the bulk of oxygen currently produced at the plant is supplied to hospitals across Liberia at no cost. This claim has been verified by health authorities of the country, especially they speak to the Ministry of Health, and she confirmed that the company was supplying oxygen to government hospitals, and especially the Redemption Hospital as well, free of charge. The EPA recognizes the critical needs to continue the free supply of life-saving oxygen to major public and medical facilities across the country. As such, the hot order will be lifted once the company pay the fine and pay the temporary fee of 1,600. That's the temporary permit fee of 1,263. Again, that fee is 1,263 United States dollars. This will allow the free supply of oxygen and to conduct the needed safety and compliance audit leading to the issuing of full environmental permit. In the interim, the company will be issued a temporary permit for a period of 90 days to conduct safety reform and audits as needed.
All right. So that's the finding from the explosion at Seti Brothers plant on the Bush Road. That's Japan Freeway area. Yeah. All right. So where we go next? Well, okay. Just so you know, in few minutes we will speak to the head of the Motorcyclist Union here, Trocom. Just briefly, they are scheduled to have a news conference. If they haven't done that, or if they will be doing that, but we will speak to him very shortly. You are aware of what unfolded, and there's this guy the police using. The guy is a disastrous. He is a disaster, rather. He is a cunning carrier. He is a partisan of Unity Party. He claims to be the head of the Motorcyclist Union. Yeah, he has the backing of few of his colleagues within that organization and that of the police. He's heavily protected by the police. So anything about the motorcyclists, they will call him, jump in it, pretend like he is the head, and he will lambast the motorcyclists. He will say nothing defensive of them to protect their interests and look at the police and identify the police wrong, but rather he will shower praises on the police and lambast the people he claimed to be managing. How is that possible in the true sense of the word of management? So Trocon will be in. Trocon is one of those leading members of the Motorcyclist Union who have been very supportive, standing with his colleagues. He will be here very shortly. We'll talk to him in the space of 10-15 minutes, and then he's out because they got so many things they're doing. While we are with Trocon, let's move to the man who calls himself speaker, the puppet of the speaker in Richard Combs, who is the head, as he sees himself, of the House of Majority Bloc. There is this audio out, and he is heard saying in that audio, attack JMB anyway, there'll be no problem, but don't attack the House of Majority Bloc. Your position, you should analyze it well. Anything about the Majority Bloc in his office as Speaker should be analyzed well, protecting the House of the Majority Bloc. But the presidency, you can attack. In essence, the man who says he's Speaker, he's highly informed of parliamentary proceedings, he knows politics, is saying that the presidency, Joseph Yuma Boaka, you can attack Boaka. Say whatever you want to say about Boaka, whichever. Even if you can go into his personal life, go into it, say it. If you can damage him politically, go into it. But don't come to us as the House of the Majority Bloc, particularly my office, me as the Speaker. When you come to me and the Majority Bloc, then you should analyze it well. Apparently, he was speaking to a person. I don't know whether that person is a media person, but assume that the person is his confidant media person. These representatives, those in the executive and every places, they have their media confidants that they confide in. Yes, they have the people. And the media is divided. One group provides coverage for all. Another group will provide coverage for only the House of Majority Bloc. The man who is the information person at the House of Representatives, Robert Hicks, will give instruction to pro-government and government reporters not to cover the House of Majority Bloc, not to cover the Minority Bloc, but rather the House of Majority Bloc. That's the instruction. So the so-called speaker, Richard Koo, must have spoken to this guy in confidence. And he's heard telling the guy that attack Bwaka, attack the presidency, but don't attack us. Let me not talk much on this. Listen to the leak audio.
And then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push. Yeah.
When you're looking at another state of techniques,
Okay.
and then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
And then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yeah. If you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay, one push. Yeah.
When you're looking at another state of techniques,
Okay.
and then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're looking at another state of techniques,
Okay.
and then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
And then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're looking at another state of techniques,
Okay.
and then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
And then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push. Yeah.
When you're looking at another state of techniques,
Okay.
and then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're looking at another state of techniques,
Okay.
and then when it comes to that particular horse, you know, when you tell us that I'm going to have to when it comes to that horse, yeah.
They want to be protected.
Yes, if you do another good step, so I can follow what I'm going to do. You got to do you're on the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, one push.
This is the man that Bwakai saw as the man who is with him. that he's loyal to him. This hypocrite and Richard Kuhn. Can you imagine? Here is a man who, yeah. Listen, Bwaka is on a sinking sand he does not know. These guys, they don't like Bwaka. The guys at the house of the majority bloc and most of them in the executive. Bwaka is on a sinking sand. He thinks he is the president. Yes, he is, and he relaxed, but he isn't. These guys, before Bwaka can realize it, before we can get to 2029, Bwaka, I know, but some kind of way, Bwaka will confess. Bwaka, the guy, that is speaker there, the man say them attack Bwaka. Attack me anyway. The only place they should not attack that the house of the majority bloc. That's how I think I can refer to them. The house of the majority bloc. Because that place is not House of Representatives. They did another message thing today again, I will tell you. What will you say that they should attack the presidency? You won't get time. Yeah, you're listening to the message, we won't get time for that one. You're listening to that part carefully. Yeah, that's why you can attack our president. We ain't get time for it. So anything that happening over there, whichever way they doing it to Bwaka and the impact, as long as it does not affect them, it does not concern them, they have no time. But here is a man who say he is a partisan. Here is a man who say he is a diehard partisan. Telling the people that Bwaka, you can do anything to Bwaka. You can attack Bwaka anyway. As long as it does not affect us on the side, we get time for that man. Richard Kuhn will not stay over there as speaker. Any man taking the country money, they say the speaker, fanatic over, he's corrupt, they did all kinds of stuff. You look at Richard Kuhn place. See what Richard Kuhn doing there. Richard Kuhn wants to live like God. I think that palace that God inside is small. Richard Kuhn won't live in that kind of palace. Richard Kuhn wants to take the entire Badnersville, Gardnersville, coming towards Central Moravia. That kind of way Richard Kuhn wants to live. A palace that will be unprecedented in the whole wide world. What money are they using? The country's money. Richard Kuhn expending. Look at Richard Kuhn's budget. The people who say that the speaker are corrupt, even though he has his own, some of the claims against him are true, but the way they went about doing it. But yes, Bwaka speaker, that they should attack Bwaka. They ain't get time for it. That is special. He said, we ain't get time for it. You're listening. He said, we ain't get time for it. These guys are wicked. They want something to happen to Bwaka. These guys didn't really like Bwaka. Do you know that Bwaka didn't want to run? They didn't want to be president. Honestly, Bwaka told them, ask Mo Ali in confidence. Mo Ali was one of the guys who was around Bwaka 24/7 and who voice was strong. Of all the guys that were there, Bwaka was sick. Bwaka did not have the health at that time. Bwaka did not want to risk his life. Bwaka was thinking highly if he pursued such, something might likely happen, and he didn't want to leave his family behind. Bwaka told him, but they forced Bwaka. During the campaign, Bwaka felt sick on a couple of occasions. They hate that. The reason they persuaded Bwaka to the elector, because he was the only face, the only person they could use Not necessarily Boaka was a formidable force against Weah, but they needed a face familiar. That's all. They did not have any face other than Boaka. But not that Boaka was a formidable force against Weah. No, you saw the margin, and you saw the work of the Eto Brown Lasana. He wasn't a force. He wasn't a formidable force. Boaka did not want to run. That what I'm telling you was all over the place. They're not news. They're not anything unusual. I'm telling you. Everybody knew it. If you were following Liberia's politics prior to coming to 2023, from 2021, 2022, what kind of radio stations or talk show hosts did not talk about Boaka's health? Boaka's health became a topical issue before we even started thinking about 2023 election. So Boaka's health is not a news. Now, it became news from 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. And it got into 2023. Boaka did not want to. But these few greedy gods who were suffering to the core, some of them were in a state of near Scarlington, or they were approaching Scarlington state. They were begging. They were feeding on CDC people. They were acting so friendly. Some of their CDC friends would throw in their account 500 US, 1,000 just for them. Some of them, they would explain their family problem. Their wives, some of them, their wives had problem with them. Some of them almost lost their relationship. Tell anybody, say Sam Andrew saying it, because I know I heard some things. It's just that we can't sit down here and just say those things, but consciously they know. So Boaka, listen to them, risks his life. He's in the presidency. They think that they have succeeded now, so they regard him again. And that what is showing. Kun exposed Boaka that he is the regime speaker. Anything Boaka want, it will just pass. It will just pass like river flowing. He comes to say, attack Boaka, but don't attack the House of Majority Bloc. When it comes to us, analyze the issue well. The regime speaker, the guy is dull, D-U-L-L, dull. I've never seen a dull man walk on the earth than this one called Rachel Cole. You say he's speaker. You guys need to come together and tell this man you were not elected. You were inducted. In parliament, we elect speaker. So try finding a way. You're looking in the face of Boaka. You're finished eating Boaka money. He can't do nothing to you. Boaka can't jail you. Boaka can't do nothing. The money you ate, it's finished. That free money, that loose money, that corrupt money. You take Rachel Kuhn from there. It's so good. All the men around here now, they know. All of them just lambasting him. How you say you speak or everybody lambasting you? Okay, let's go into Donald Trump's office and then we can read some of your comments and then we open the line until Chokon and his guys can get in. So it is clear, the finance minister made it clear. Not only Liberia is feeling the pinch, every other country that the United States is helping, they're feeling it. But they are putting measures in place. They are not crying. They are not telling the United States government to overturn their decision or to rescind. They are putting measures in place because they know that no country is under obligation to support another country, but rather they can only complement. You are sovereign, and your sovereignty should be seen in every sector of your existence. So they're trying, they're not complaining, they're not putting it on Trump, they're not insulting Trump. No, they know that it is a sovereign government, just as they are, and everybody ought to rise up to the occasion whenever they are faced with a crisis. For Liberia, they are still crying. and making some awful statements that are not right. President goes to say the people sitting out in America, they enjoying themselves, they want to come out home, and Donald Trump coming for them. Is that a statement that a president ought to make? The only thing that blessing you, Buckeye, that we get 4 years to go. And thank God you messing things up by the day. As I said, and I say again, it is all right. As you mess things up, it's all right. Because you know that's how you came to power, and that's how the opposition capitalizing on all of these things to flush you out. It is just a matter of time. Take it or leave it. That your statement was not only denigrating, but it tells the rest of the people out of this country who voted for you, because those people who they are about to send back are not only seditionists, they are Liberians. Take part out of it. But if we impute politics, most of those people that voted for you, they were advocating. They created several blocks. They advocated, they said all kinds of things. Your partisans are coming back. You have no contingency plan in place. Then you have the audacity to say they're sitting out in America, the pleasure rising, they're just going from one party to another. They don't want to do anything for themselves. Trump coming for them, as if Trump sending them to another country. So the news came out, but Trump thought to give a formal announcement. The first one was 17 million for tax education awareness. That means the people come, they explain this, explain that on tax, on election day, on all the things, then they gave 17 million. Or they gave the 17 million, then they come to explain. Donald Trump advisor Elon Musk looked at it and said, no, this is not necessary. It doesn't make sense. America cannot be providing knowledge to Liberia to stand on its own and pay Liberia substantial amount. You cancel this 17 million. The search intensified. They came across 1.5 million. These dollars are dollars that were pending to come to Liberia under this Unity Party government. When you heard Unity Party people were boasting all over the place of doing this, doing that, you hear them, they will get on Facebook, they say, watershed is unprecedented news. All those things, these are the things they were hearing. They were so excited. It had not come, it had not taken full effect. Just hearing a hint, they got overly excited. They flooded Facebook. These are the dollars. Donald Trump, the people did their search again. They found out 1.5 million for voter confidence. 1.5 million. Just to create confidence in people to vote, to take elections serious. Nothing extra. What they call, here we can call publicity. They carrying the announcement all around in community, encouraging people, so the people are excited. They say, yeah, our country, we want to vote for that person. We want the person to win. Me, I'm going to register to vote. There are other things that they call voter confidence. The people should have that relaxedness in the process or event. The people say, well, does it make sense? Just voter confidence. We should give Liberia 1.5 million. Yeah, Donald Trump, the man say, I like how he said, listen to the man. Yeah, I like how he said it. Listen to him carefully. No, sir. Yeah, is it?
$1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list.
Thank you, Chief. Yeah, they both need it too. America is not a sin country that they have no human beings there or they're not going through all of these things. They're not right. We need it too. America needs it too. Why should we give Unity Party government 1.5 million just for voter confidence? You cancel it. We can direct that money to something else in our country than to send it to Joseph Yuma Boakai Unity Party. And you know, Trump, he let it man already. You ain't know that? Oh, stick that in your head. Trump, he let Boakai. No. Trump, he let Boakai. You said what Trump, he will tell you. The man left Boakai, he like the government. Your stringent measures, you ain't see stringent measures here. The government will cry. And when we had said, he was facing constraints on this, that, and they were running all around. Oh, we are inept. He doesn't have any contact. The men are footballer. No investor coming to the country. So they are the rescue now. They get all of the investors. Why these things are happening? You think the men, they're supposed to be? You're going to see strenuous. Then the finance minister say, the finance minister said everybody should get ready for difficult days, difficult times ahead. It's going to be very tough. He told the various government institutions and agencies to manage their spending now. They should avoid wasteful spending. They should be very careful. The budget that they have, they should manage it good. So that means if they bought 3 tissues or 3 bundles, or I don't know how to call it, but just allow me flow with it. If they bought 3 bundles of tissue, I mean the pack, I mean the 1, 2, 3. You put it in the bathroom, it should last for 1 month. That's what I say, but you say wisely. If they bought 3 rims of sheets, those 3 rims should last for between 1 to 2 months. So when you're using the rim of sheets, you got to know how to do that. I let the expression my beginning get you say, Rabbi, a shit. That be a very difficult. These are the dollars that this morning they were hoping on, so excited. When Boakai in his state of the nation, they're talking the other one. With this one coming, we've entered this, and all those millions and thousands. These are the things that they were hoping on. Didn't Gafwan say it? Gafwan said all of these things are on hold. That's why they need to cut their salaries. They need to cut down on spending, on wasteful spendings. The man said 1.5 million. America needs voter confidence too. Why should we take 1.5 million and give it to Joseph Yuma Boakai and Unity Party? Those people being in existence for 177 years. They have the best of all natural resources, blessed by God, that they can stand on their own and even assist other countries around them and beyond. Yet they are in poverty-stricken state, begging all day, engaging in corruption of all kinds. So that 1.5 million, the man said, well, we can use it for our country too. We need it.
Voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too. We need $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list.
So let's listen on to the other countries that substantial amounts of money have been going there prior to his coming.
$14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $2.5 million for inclusive democracies in South Africa. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia, which is doing very well. We don't need to give them money. And then another program, $50 million plus another $50 million for condoms for Hamas. You know that? $100 million for condoms. Condoms. Does everybody know what a condom is? For Hamas. $100 million. And these are just some. I could read this list all day long. I could $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $2.5 million for inclusive democracies in South Africa. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well. We don't need to give them money.
No, he's
another program, $50 million plus another $50 million for condoms for Hamas. You know that? $100 million for condoms. Does everybody know what a condom is? $100 million. And these are, you could read this list all day long. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $2.5 million for inclusive democracies in South Africa. $47 million for improving learning in Asia. Asia's doing very well. We don't need to give them money. And around $15 plus another $50 million for condoms. Condoms. Does everybody know what a condom is? For Hamas, $100 million. And these are just some. I could read this list all day long. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $2.5 million for inclusive democracies in South Africa. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well. We don't need to give them money. And in another program, $50 million plus another $50 million for condoms for Hamas. You know that? $100 million for condoms. Condoms. Does everybody know what a condom is? For Hamas, $100 million. And these are just some. I could read this list all day long. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. We need voter confidence too when you read this list. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $2.5 million for inclusive democracies in South Africa. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well. We don't need to give them money. And in another program, $50 million plus another $50 million for condoms for Hamas. You know that? $100 million for condoms. Condoms. Does everybody know what a condom is? For Hamas, $100 million. And these are just some. I could read this list all day long.
Okay, so let's turn to you now to have your say very briefly, then we can turn to Trocon Gray, who is from the Supreme Motorcycle Transport Union of Liberia in the next 15-20 minutes, and then he's out, and then we continue. Have your say now on 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97. The women's line 0777 98 0375 at the numbers to have your say on the show. Real Talk on Kings 88.5 with me, Sam Andrews. Hello. Hello.
Is hello, sir?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, people.
Yes. Good afternoon.
I'm from Western. I'm the new camera. The reduced speaker.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You are on the air.
Yeah. I want to say talking point. Hello.
You are on the air, Chief. Talk. Oh, I went off.
one is, you have to say 2 years from now, where our president will compare to us. I take the country, get my money and say what I mean. Some of the chief, that was the reason. The foreign white the whole time they are doing a big thing that we have to do in the country. I want to know what I do on the year for. Give you a
Okay, Chief. Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. You are on the air. Let's hear you. You are on the air. Hello? Let's get to the side. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. You are on, Chief. Let's hear you. Hello? Let's hear you, Kofa.
Yeah, that regime people. He and the vice president, if they want to get for that, if you know, you come to himself. Who are going to get for it? So you must sit down there for the president.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hello? Cut your radio off, Chief.
Good evening.
Yes. Let's hear you, Lucas.
The problem of this question, when you are in of power, that's how things go. You get stuff when you see the study, you don't change or analyze the subject to push something. Now, just for the guy that they know you actually happening for us, you won't join them because they don't want to do everything. We don't put a Jensen and Jenny singing like years and last year, they used to tell the world they want to do everything. The best. So I don't know. They're going to try about whether or not we're going to see how best or what to talk to them or to create it. Take how much further now. So that's so I think we're talking about this question.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. St. Andrew.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, these are the recaps of Program 160 that in Rochester. Thank you very much for the past meeting.
Let's go, my man. Time is fast spent, man. You're like too much flattery.
If this government taking America will come and give them and the resources, get it and these looting the economy and eating it, and the dollar plan is coming for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. You are on. See, you are on. Yeah. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Andrew. Let me say that thank you to you. Next time we are, this I'm going from our original resident. You see, that's when I'm from home. It will be shown on a daily basis. So, Papa, anything I put there against you, I say you look for it. The Supreme Court rule and principles there, one rule and the letter way, almost to do it. If I'm also saying that way to work to a school before, for a point of the people. If you have that way, if you want to get to the Corona, is that you want not for somebody to that car. I didn't want to come for anything that you do, that's why it's not the key. It's because this is not for you. This is why we make your worker and let us continue to do it for this country. But we'll pray, we believe for later.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. All right. So let's move now to Trocon. Trocon Gray is the president of. He had been with his guys very active, advocating on their behalf, engaging the authorities of the day, but they find themselves in a terrible situation under this government. It's not the first, not the second, neither the third. So I call him to give us an understanding of where they are right now. The situation is still tense. Um, Chokon, thank you. Thank you for coming in. You had the news conference or year after you people will move to do it.
Yeah, so again, I want to say thank you so much, Mr. Andrews, for this unique opportunity. For the listening audience, my name is Chokon Gregino Gray, popularly called Yellow Machine. I am the National President of Supreme Motorcycle Transport Union of Liberia. And basically, we are here today again for the forward march of our motorcycle sector and for the peace and stability of our country. Thank you so much.
So, where you guys are now with this crisis that you find yourself in with the police or the police against you, and you guys are fighting for your rights, where you guys are with it now?
So, it all started on day before yesterday when one of our friends got killed by a truck while the police were doing a regular enforcement. And so while attempting to arrest the motorcyclist, that's how the motorcyclist fell down and the truck, killed him that way. Again.
What did you say that they attempted arresting the motorcyclist?
Definitely. The guys, they can be right at Slayway police station there, right? They have the checkpoint wherein.
But one version said he was trying to disembark. He was already packed. And different versions. And you're saying that
the truck rolled down. The guy fell. What happened is that they can close, they can make a road very small.
He was not packed.
But the first thing the deputy police director said made no sense. There is not a truck parking. There is a motorcycle you are talking about. A motorcycle will be parking and see truck coming and allow that truck to come and park over here. That makes no sense. Sometimes when people want to lie, they can't think. How is it possible for a motorcycle to be parked and will see truck coming to Washington and you will see and say, yeah, let me remain here so the truck can kill me? Is it really possible? It is not. Okay? The truck lose control and it came down. We know the guys, they can be to Slayway there, the car, the checkpoint, they can make the road so small in a way that only a car can pass at a time. Why they got the stick in their hand, knocking it on the motorcyclists. You getting the point? So the motorcyclists are trying to make a way, and they care for no one. Whether your bag is registered or not, they guys care less. All they want is for their bag to be for your bag to be confiscated. That's all they care about. They don't even care about the passenger our people carry. You get it? So in that process of regulating, while the guy was making a way to pass by him, that's why the truck lose control. It was coming in a process, even though the police officer saw the truck coming and lose control. While other poor making a way out, he was still there attempting to arrest that guy. So it was not to say the motorcycle was parked and he saw the truck lose control and he was coming and the motorcycle sat down and said, I will allow the truck to kill me. What is sense in that?
He felt the motorcyclist.
He shot the motorcyclist. He shot the motorcyclist in an attempt to arrest him.
The police officer shot off the
motorcyclist and he fell. The time he thought to lead to push, the bag is heavy, right? When it is in its regular position where the tire is situated on the ground, it can easily be controlled. But when that bag fell on you, it is not easy for you to just pull it for you to lead. You get it? So it was left for the cycle to pull that back from himself to escape. You get it? So the death of this guy, it was not just about the truck, it was the police officer who caused the death. Because if he was thinking about the life that is on that engine or on that motorcycle, what? So when you not arrest that one motorcycle,
that is the report you got.
Yes,
head of
the motorcyclist. I went there. I got fresh information on the cycle. Some of the cyclists that were here at the point were happy. I got them with me now.
Did he die on the scene?
No, they're talking to the hospital. We're making a way to the hospital. The doctor said, I know DOA died on arrival.
Did that give you guys or your boys the right to get on the rampage. The police said you have vandalized where their checkpoints and engaged into other acts that are not necessary. Did you guys do that? Did your boys do that?
Of course they did it, and it is wrong. Let me be sincere. Look, we are motorcyclists. For me, I told them, two wrong can make a right. Okay? We agree. Seeing your friend that you and he just had conversation going, leaving a house to come and get a daily bread, and we just die that kind of way. I mean, it hurt anybody, but in no way me you should go around vandalizing people perfectly. Look, the government original plan is to not allow motorcyclists to ride on the road. You saw it from the beginning of this government. They started with motorcyclists, so they themselves are supposed to know that the government that is in charge there, they don't have interest in we the ordinary people, more especially the motorcyclists. To make matter worse, you go a police officer, you start vandalizing, writing checkpoint. Some of these checkpoints are not even useful. In fact, the police officer can leave them in the street and go home after the recognition. What is sense it made when your friend died? And we all are hurt. We are motorcyclists. We are hurt because he's one of us. So why will you even go after those police checkpoints and go and start destroying it? It is wrong. They have no right doing that. And I told them, all of the different meetings I have there, I told them, I think they have no right doing it. No matter what happened, the law is the law. Whether people are respecting the law or not, let us do everything we can, because there is already this negative perception about us motorcyclists that we are lawless, we are not respecters of law and the rest of them. So we need to do everything humanly possible to respect the law. Some people can't believe so the negative perception about us. So they were wrong.
Was declared motorcyclist part of SOM2, the organization?
Well, we have membership in the 15 countries, but we are part of the National Federation of the Motorcycle, which is NAFONTA. NAFONTA is the governing federation of the motorcycle, but we are motorcycle union that have branches in the 15 countries.
Yeah, and you control. I'm asking whether he was a member of the Supreme Motorcycle Transport Union.
Of course, he's a motorcyclist.
And have you guys gone to the family?
Yes. We sent a team to the family yesterday, and Sunday, Mr. Andrew, another motorcyclist, just got killed this morning again.
This morning?
This morning.
Where?
At the Cincinnati way.
How?
He was hit by a police car. I'm telling you. He was hit by a police car, and another person, legs got broken.
How did that happen?
He was making a way, right? He was making a way in town. When the
motorcyclist was making his way.
Yeah, forcing a way in town when the police car hit him.
Yeah, but that was a breach of the law.
That was a breach of the law. All we are saying, Mr. Andrews.
So it was you taking it to mean that the police did it intentionally.
Of course, but what's so difficult with it be to allow even a single motorcycle to come in town? Mr. Andrews, we are not happy riding back. Somebody back.
Did you see the body, or you were told?
I was told by my colleagues. Somebody are right here. Somebody are right here.
Did you go on the scene to see the body and be convinced for yourself?
I got people all in the field.
So as leader, it happened in the city, broad day. It was this morning, according to you.
Yes.
So when you got that information, did you lead a team to go there and see the
body? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Some of the guys that went there are right here with me, sitting in the waiting room there. So this is getting serious. For us, that bag that we ride, Mr. Andrews, trust me, most of all are riding back, we are not happy riding back. Let me be honest with you. But guess what? There is no job in this country. Things are tough. Do you know how many educated people riding motorbike? You really think they want to ride back? Then is the only hustle that you will do and nobody respect you. In fact, people just genuine laws that everyone of us that ride motorbike are having 4 sense or probably we don't have sense. So we are not happy. Opportunity that we have. There's the only means of survival that we have. Some are riding back, send our kids to school, take care of our families. We are not happy. And that is the reason why we found our friend, we condemn their actions. But you can't genuine law and just conclude that all the other ride back are responsible for the issue that our friend did? No. Do you know how many persons family went to bed hungry? Saying yesterday, today again they will be going to bed hungry. So we are appealing to government. There's not any way. There is a reason why the first thing we did yesterday was to visit all of the major parking lots and talk to our friends.
And what did you find at those parking lots?
I went there condemning the actions. Condemning the actions. They have no way going around breaking down public properties. They check with whatever. They have no way doing that. But even said the government can take into consideration that there is a serious source of income for many young people in this country. Motorcycle in this country, trust me, if you take motorcycle from this country, it's not going to be easy. Some of us have been in the sector more than 10 years, we know the kind of people we deal with. Some of our friends today, they are transformed because of motorcycle. Some of them were involved with a lot of different things. It is because of motorcycle. Today they have at least a motorcycle to put food on the table. They got no reason to go park in the ghetto, go by the community, to start community crimes.
Hundreds of them right now doing nothing. They are sitting because their bags were taken. Have you engaged or started engaging the authorities of the police to have their bags given to them?
We have already started that. Sadly, the police is not willing to listen. I have been at the police station. Yesterday I was there. Today again I was there. I was denied access to the director of police. No, we are talking about people livelihood here. No matter how angry you can be, we are leaders of our people. So you can't talk to me. Even if the way the speculation going around that the president is the one that gave the order. For heaven's sake, we are appealing to the president. Whether we voted for the president or not, we are on our knees. It is the only source of income we have as young people. We didn't ask him what about many or be out of school. He didn't ask him about we will be losing our families. And so we are appealing to the president. The police are willing to listen to us. And so tomorrow, God's willing, we are calling a mass meeting. And there will be a call for us to bow down to the president, hold his feet, and beg him as a father to this nation. Because the issue about motorcycle in this country is not something small. No, motorcycle is a serious source of income in this country. I know a lot of young people who survive on motorcycle. And in the accident of this motorcycle that they ride, that is not going to be easy. I know the young people that deal with on a daily basis. These are tough. Not tough. It's the motorcycle that people are depending on. So if you come and take the motorcycle for them today now, the checkpoint that they broke, will it come back? And so we are appealing. Look, I can never ever in my entire life support any motorcycle to be lawless. No. Because what they do to other people, it's possible it will turn back to me tomorrow. And so we found our friends who did it. They have no right going after government property, the different checkpoints or the police booth that they destroy. It was wrong. Absolutely wrong. But we are on our knees, Mr. President. Please see reason to reconsider your decision. These are tough. It is not easy. You go in the street. Our friends, go and see them. In almost they have already lost their entire life. Because the motorcycle is attached to them. It is what is depending on to survive. Things are very tough. It is not easy. Please, Mr. President, please reconsider us. Please, we are your children. Please. It is not easy.
What do you know about John Keon? He works with you. He is a part of you people are working together. But before then, let's have a listen to his position.
It's necessary to clarify our position and contain the violent action that was carried out by a small group of individuals claiming to be representing commercial purpose in the streets. Efforts to strongly condemn the unlawful action carried out by a group of motorcyclists who vandalized police booths, dismantled checkpoints around the Cali Junction and other parts of Monrovia. Such action not only disrupt public order, but also damage the reputation of hardworking and law-abiding motorcyclists who rely on their daily work to support their families. The Liberia National Police plays a crucial role in ensuring public safety, and their presence at strategic locations is necessary to regulate movement and prevent criminal activities. As a direct representative of commercial motorcycle and tricycle operators in Liberia, we do not condone any form of lawlessness. And we sincerely apologize to the Liberian National Police, LNP, for the unfortunate incident. We wish to make it abundantly clear that the Moorish Federation of Motorcycle and Tricycle Union and Porto have no involvement in planning or executing these acts. As a responsible organization, we have consistently worked with government institutions to ensure that motorcyclists and tricyclists are here to traffic regulations, operate within the legal framework of the country. Commercial motorcycle and tricycle riders serve as one of the most accessible and affordable means of transportation in Liberia. Many citizens, especially in densely populated areas like Monrovia, rely on motorcyclists and tricyclists for their daily commute.
There seems to be a disconnect in your coordination as regulators of this sector.
So the first thing I'm gonna make clear, John Keon is not a motorcycle leader. He's not even a motorcyclist. John Keon currently works at Freeport. He's a government official. So how is it possible for a trade union to bring a government official as their official spokesperson? You know, I try to do my best for us to not involve politics with it because this is about our livelihood. No motorcyclist.
What is your surety that he works at the port?
And he worked at the port as Deputy Communication Director at the Freeport Monrovia.
That means he is a partisan of Unity Party.
Yes. He went at the port. There's an open secret. He went at the port. They do not have that you talking about yourself. Joking. Okay? But the thing is that we all are in sympathy of our people. And that is the reason why I told you that the government is not willing to listen. You know John is now a member of our institution. You call him to make statement. I mean, we don't support our friend's action to go and vandalize police booth or whatever. It is wrong. I would say the any day of any motorcyclist. It is wrong. Two wrongs cannot make a right. But all we are asking, look, I always say this. Our riding on the road is not a privilege. It is our right. We are taxpayers, for heaven's sake. We just pay more than $200 just to register a single motorbike. The same government, this government announced that they collected the highest number of revenue ever in the history of Liberia because of our involvement, we comply, we pay our taxes. Okay? So if they can announce that because we pay our taxes, so they make more money. Are you not thinking about some of the positive things that we do? So one instant you just consider everybody, you just want to know everybody and say you want to get food anymore to eat. Okay? So we are appealing to the government. No. Whether we like it or not, this is our president. President Baka belongs to everyone. He's a president for the entire country. He's not only a president for the Unity Party. Okay? What our friends did, we met them one-on-one and we engage them. Like tomorrow God's wedding. But now we'll be having a mass meeting. Okay? It is there with the motorcyclists there. Because for the matter that the government is not willing to give us listening ears, there are other means available to us. Like the issue of legal action.
What you plan to tell your guys, what you guys going to do?
Like we started already, right? Yesterday we had a mass meeting in Pins. We had 7 different meetings. Okay? The first thing I did was to condemn them, right? And calm them down. Mr. Andrews, motorcycle, most young people in this country depend on motorcycle. If you see that motorcycle for that man just for an hour, the more he said, the more he gets angry. Not everybody somebody take your daily bread from you.
Yeah, besides
so they get angry. So the first you gotta do.
Besides that, it affects every facet of the transport sector. People are affected. They can't get to where they want to go. The emergency aspect will be stored. All those things. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So you guys continue to get angry. Okay? Look, trust me. What happened at Snowway? And we had one of our supervisors. Where at that point, when that motorcycle died, the motorcycle are not going to go that route. Because we have somebody to talk to them. No, it is government that is responsible for our livelihood, right, to provide every environment. Why citizens always remind government about the primacy or the responsibility? What then you want to then when it comes to the motorcycle, say no. They don't need guidance. We expect for everybody. So we are not saying everybody around motorcycle are all disciplined with one mindset. But we have few bad apples and we continue them when they do these things.
All of those understood, Trokon, but you are going to have a mass meeting, or you have started. The next one will be in Painesville. You've got a very, very difficult task ahead of you, the retrieval of those bikes. Your guys have to get back to work. That is what is sustaining them. So if nothing happens at all, what you going to do? What will be your next option?
So like I said, there are a lot of options available to us. Number one, we already speaking against lawlessness, so we are not going to take the law in our own hands. Like I said, legal action is one of those things that we are considering.
We'll take the government to court.
Well, of course. We'll raise our own money. We don't need any politician to get involved. Because we know at this point, no politician need us anymore. We are less valued right now. But if there was around the election period, nobody will ever think about touching motorcycle. We'll look at our chicken air. So we are going to raise our own resources. The susu that will be putting will go to our susu ma or susu pa and credit money and put our money together. We are going to take legal action against this government. No. Do you know how many young people are almost walking in the street and lady dancing yesterday? See the number of people that walk from Freeport Eastern. I just don't know about passenger. I don't know about motorcyclists. See the young people go to your waiting room. Go see your guys. I don't got looking at somebody that they get free from prison. They are frustrated because there is the only source of income that these guys have. Is the government taking into consideration the security implication for these young people? Some of them are in the ghetto, some of them are stealing because of bag they are transformed. Are the government taking into consideration the security implication? Don't you think about your CIT when the other people that will be having a left $10 body phone or $50 phone that somebody could just call to them and you never take it for them.
But that is why you need an immediate redress or say something to give your guys back. Your emphasis is on their livelihood and you want to pursue the legal process, which is very good. That's what every citizen would do. But it doesn't work just because the person is seeking the law and the law works at the will and pleasure of the person. It is a process. It's going to take a longer time. So what's the short plan in place, the short immediate plan that you guys or your guys can get the back because your emphasis is on their livelihood. So you pursue the legal aspect or you started the process long, they stay sitting, nothing happening.
So what like I said, legal action is going to be one of the options that we're going to be considering. But 2 years is better than 1. When we assemble in mass tomorrow, because we are going to be taking suggestions, right? As leader, it is my thought, right? It is my recommendation that legal action will be taken. But I'm not yellow machine just because I'm wearing yellow shirt. It is people that choose me as their leader. So as leader, whatever option, the only thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to support any act of violence. Because it is the act of violence that led us to where we are today. So I'm going to speak, we are going to have that meeting. That is the reason why we are inviting the police to provide protection for our people on tomorrow at admission fee. We are having a mass meeting. They will make their recommendations as leader. For me, the first option on our docket for the final government, now we need to listen to all. I think it's going to be for us to take the government to task. But equally so, their recommendation will be very key because it is them that feel the pain more. I'm just their leader, right? It is them that I represent. They are the one that went yesterday with all full money. They are the one that will be going today again without full money. The guy that lost a life, they already get buried to bury it. We could go there and make some intervention. But can we cover the entire responsibility of that family? No! Just yesterday up to now, yesterday the certificate I received from the fee, the different supervisor I said, well, 700 back that I was 722. Today one is not there. So take it. So check on I mean, less than 24 hours. You know about it. You go about. I'm not talking about different police station depots. Go see the quantity of bags parked over there. Sam Andrew. Why? It can be someone when you come to motorcycle. Take your camera on the field, see how the police is so serious. No, when you come to motorcycle in this country, then you will then you if you come to different country and you see the way police regulate motorcycle, when you come to motorcycle, the way the police can be serious, you will believe that Labrador is safe. Because what? They believe that when they kill one motorcycle man, for the fact that man depending on that motorcycle for a Labrador, he can do anything to get that back. He ever to pay, he $20, you have to free a bar. You have to give $50, you have to free a bar. He even have to give all yourself on yourself. Take it, you give my motorbike back to me. That's the reason why the police is so effective. And so that's the reason why we are appealing. Tomorrow meeting, there will be a lot of suggestions from our people, and we are going to be taking those suggestions seriously. What we will not do is to support violence. To say we will go take the law in our hand, no. But Article 1 of the Constitution will also be considered. Because there's about livelihood, there's not just about, not recognize the people. How do you go regulate somebody take food on the table? You hungry man, so hungry man.
Did the police director or his deputy, Nelson Freeman, ever make a call to any one of you as head of the Motorcyclist Union to work things out or to inquire from your?
Never. I have called Nelson Freeman more point and Freeman got my number. He's my senior, but I know him personally. I know him. Okay? I have called Nelson Freeman endlessly. Even whilst waiting to be ushered in studio. I called Nelson Freeman. Nelson Freeman deliberately refused to answer my call. Greg Coleman refused to answer my call. And we got people within. Do you know how many motorcyclists are working the police? Do you know how many motorcyclists because of this disadvantage? Some of them went to the police because of disadvantage. We can see and receive information. Okay? So we are already being reliably informed that this identical order comes from the president's office. And that is the reason why we are not asking no justice minister, we are not begging no police director, we are begging the president. Because in my mind, the police director want to protect his job. And the police authority as well. So they will not want to consider or have any conversation that somebody could probably take their recording or maybe take their conversation and carry to the president and be dismissed the next day. That's the reason why we are appealing to the president. Mr. President will hold your phone, will pick it, not easy. They motorcycle will riot, we won't riot, but I won't get none of the hustle. Please, Papa, we hold your phone, Mr. President. We beg you, it's not easy.
You're listening to Real Talk on Kings 88.5, and you are also following from wherever you are around the world on this 21st day of February 2025. My guest, Trocon Gray, he's the president of the Supreme Motorcyclist Transport Union of Liberia. Before we can open the line, we'll take few calls. You'll want to continue playing the King's Cash giveaway. We are giving out 10,000 in this difficult economy of ours. Just dial *799 *100#. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and then you can have your 10,000. Today is Friday. You want to get things working, and it can work without money. Those of you who getting ready to go to the entertainment centers, they get a jolly. So you need money at the entertainment center. We're giving you 10,000. Start playing. I know that you are playing, but let's up the number. Just dial *799 *100#. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50, and you will have your 10,000 for a great weekend. Let's turn to you now. Stroke on whatever the question you've got. You don't want to stay long. Don't historicize. Go straight to the point. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97. The women's line 0777 9. That's 0777 9803 75. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Ray. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take my brother thing. Yeah, everybody out there. They go to the guy get you there. You know, my name is Biggie. So we are, yeah. Maybe they get on. So I don't know what it is. What is the damage for? So we got our point for me. I'm going to go and begin. Maybe a guy I'm going to say, what the fuck are they? Maybe I said the police are coming. Tell them to stop. On the police are going to get on. Sure, I'm going to get on by the city. I'm going to go out to the system. I'll take it. They have been there.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Hello. Bad of you learn bad of. Let's try the women's line. Hello.
Hello, Pierre. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, let me say how to your guest. Thank you for the discussion. But you know, the company was premeditated. They were planning to do that thing. They were just looking for each of when on us doing it to get rid of those children. After the children generated all that revenue to pay.
What?
So I want to ask now that I seen that girl when you made law and when you break law, they kill you. Because the people have been seven now when they breaking that girl law. They might be connected, the majority black there, they breaking that girl law. There's so far how to find speak up breaking that girl law. So they will kill them. Somebody looking at that, but I'm going to go around people, they kill them too. You know, I want to start, it's not about to start.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Yes. Good afternoon. Yes. Good afternoon. Yes. Good afternoon.
Yes, don't care on phone on the motorcyclist that what happened. Because what happened was the Kevin was like what it don't care, then it's not great. And the demand is coming to power. So how what happened? Don't
true.
Every time you see truck driver killing motorcyclists and the government are not taking any action towards them, only motorcyclists on they are seeing. But I think to this truck driver they need to be bound from running in the street. It's also something for running in the street in the daytime. At night they move. It happened at one time again on the Bannersville Road there. What a truck driver killed a whole lot of motorcyclists there. These people take control and take advantage over these motorcycles because they know nothing will come from all of it. That's so bad. I think the government needs to do serious consideration on it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Opposition, I get power. Only opposition I want to do that one. That's it. But the night they worry none. When they try, they will tell against it. So I'm when I start doing opposition, the one are really people that really packaging power. So president, they will find solution. You need fair for the people, man. They tell me and they don't need camera calling for the system. And you are planning to do what they want to do to control my body. So they can get after.
All right. Thank you, Beno. All right. Let's take the last one from the women's line. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
But Chief, that women's line, yo, that not man line. Hello. 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 You are on, Chief. Hello? Hello?
street because no police were there. All the police were assigned at different locations to regulate the motorbike. A criminal just want to one get a post slap in your ear and talk a phone for never in your hand. A motorcyclist also serving as a civil security. Nobody will be brave to see a motorcyclist on a motorbike and look at you and snap your phone from you. Think about some of the positive things. Some of our friends are serving as informer. Some of the dangerous things, some of the drugs that you arrest, the information comes from motorcyclists. Some of the very dangerous things that people do in this country. Some of us serve as informer. We can do some of the think about some of the positive things we're doing, Mr. President. Please think about what we went through to register our motorbike. You know what it means to get motorbike when you can't even sell for 200 for the government to tell you say you need to pay close to 200 or 250 to register your bike. And we went through that training, we register our bike. For one person action or few people action for it, they get thrown all and say, what are your bike register or now? We will arrest everything. Think about the number of young people that will be losing their family, that will not be in school. Please, Mr. President, we are on our knees. Finally, to you motorcyclists, please come for the meeting tomorrow at Focal Mission Fee. It is around the ERW junction. After Focal Mission football field, there's a big football field there. We are having a mass meeting with you guys. We want to meet with the president to bow down, to hold his foot, because it's not easy. We are dying, it's not easy. Things are tough. Even the traffic that we're running to get money is not easy. Then you want Bono error or to go shop up buying the community. How are we going to raise the money? Some of us are riding motorbike and work and pay we're doing. We get our own motorbike. Some of us we're in 2 to 3 days time we'll be going sorry because police arrested the back and we're not able to pay for it. Okay? We are begging Mr. President, things are tough. It's not easy. I beg you. Think about what some of our friends doing for you during the election period. Even though we don't want to put this on the thing, but please think about some of the good things. We are begging, Papa. The one we will love for our own also, please try to protect us. We beg you. We hold your phone, Mr. President. Please consider us. That will come out and start also in. Please, Mr. President, hold your phone.
Okay, thank you so very much for coming in to explain the current condition. Trukon Gray, he's the president of the Supreme Motorcycle Transport Union of Liberia. My guest briefly, and they are headed to another meeting. Thank you so much, Trukon, for accepting the invite at a very short notice. So that's it, Mr. President. You have to listen. Police Director Gregory Coleman, you have to listen. These are citizens. These are Liberians. These are the same people who were amongst the hundreds and thousands that turned out to vote. They are citizens. They are citizens. They are not foreigners. Even foreigners, you still have to protect their rights. You still have to give support to the livelihood that they ought to have as citizens. No matter what, you have to do something about it. Okay, so this break, and then when we come back, we are at the Capitol building. I told you in the intro, another messy situation, purely pure irony. Grumble people, to say the Liberian way, grumble people telling other people they are grumble people, so they want they actually against them. No, Bwakaja mess everything up. Everybody just mess up. Everything just gone down the drain. Let's take this break. When we come back, we get into that. Continue playing the King's Cash giveaway. It's 10,000. Today is Friday. You need money. Dial star 799 star 25. That's 100 hatch. Play with 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US and have your 10,000. It is 10,000. I said 10,000. It is the weekend, so you will need that money. It's jolly. The time hard, and some of you they buy not on the street again your source of income. So we're giving you 10,000. Just take it by giving 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. This break on Real Talk, and when we come back, we are at or in the office of James Colette.
They say they want new press, so we get them the new press, so only say that they say you're great. They
press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in us. We must have learned to be big. It's the be on every day. We don't talk every day, but say you won't forget us every day. Now who can we save us now? Now who can we save us now? Corruption killing us every day. Making everybody says to front. They say they want new press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in your way. They say they want new press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in your. Plenty people they call for they want to get for the party. Don't say don't crucify, so corruption in our day. I'm not killing us, I'm not killing us, I'm not killing us, I'm not killing us. They say they want new press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in your way. They say they want new press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in control. Because they learn not to be big. They step in yours every day. We don't talk every day, but say you don't forget yours every day. Now who can we save us now? Now who can we save us now? Corruption killing us every day. Making everybody says to front. They say they want new press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in your way. They say they want new press, oh. We get there the new press, oh. Holy Spirit Christ in your. Plenty people they call for they want me to get for the party. Don't say don't crucify, so corruption in our day. I'm not killing us. I'm getting us. I'm not getting us. I'm not getting us.
Philip, now we say we got the new preso. Yeah, Philip, we got the new preso. Joseph Yemabuaga, rescue. Rescue one. So let's go now. Let's go home with this one. The people can say in Liberian terms, say, part calling ticketer black. That means the part is black, real black, but in looking at the ticketer, say a black. So you see the dirt on you, or how disgruntled you are, and then you're referring to another person as being disgruntled. He or she must leave that disgruntled behavior. That is the silly situation that came out today from the House of Majority Bloc. Most of the guys that you elected, you're now regretting, but you need not regret. It's good that it has happened, so the next election, you will be very, very careful. You will sit down and analyze for yourself. You will not allow yourself to be carried away by friends. Oh, the man did, and I've been knowing the man, but I vote for the man. The man, a cool man, when the man win, you will help us. You will not listen to those kinds of stuff coming from your friends, because many of you voted based on friends' influence. Many of you voted based on how the person dressed, how he or she speaks, all of those things. You let the main issue out, but you weren't wrong to cast your vote. They felt that they were the right people, but now they have shown that they are not the right people, but you didn't make mistake. You are only in the position now that the next election, you'll be careful how you vote. These guys, majority of the girls and boys at the House of Majority Bloc are truly girls and boys. Most of these people are empty. You can see that they were Abu, really Abu. I'm using the beginner words. I can listen to the beginner in the community. That means when somebody is so anxious for something, empty, nothing there. So the few dollars that came their way as representatives, they are being used to and fro. Here is an empty boy, call himself honorable man, saying has disgruntled his colleagues are, and all of them support that kind of disgruntled attitude, have the audacity to write his colleagues called plenary in Thomas Williams or Johnson Williams that Representative Yaka Koluba has desecrated the sanctity of the legislature. That Yaka Koluba, Representative Yaka Koluba, according to Johnson Williams, will always refer to them as junta. Oh, so they think I can really help them and can go down into their soul. Oh, and you say you're to teach us, and can really help you, because you're jump, door, the few dollars you're getting it. Your speaker exposing his limitation. You people are, look, anyway, let me finish. So he wrote, where is Major Zion? This is the letter that he wrote, read by the clerk of court to the majority house, house of majority bloc, the house of the majority bloc, that because Yeke often referred to them as junta, he continued to desecrate the sanctity of the legislature, the house of the majority bloc. Therefore, he should be called in for investigation. And they set the investigation for today. But because Yeke did not show up today, the man who led the burglary of the speaker's house, which is complete junta move, it is hooliganism, it is mercenarism, it is destruction, it is disgruntlement. James Collet will not see that one. Said, since Yeke show up today, it will be next week, Wednesday, that the clerk must inform Yeke that he needs to be investigated for referring to them as junta. Here is the letter. Listen to the letter from the chief clerk of the House of Majority Bloc.
Dear Honorable Speaker and Member, I present compliments and herewith right to officially complain Honorable Yeke Koluba, Representative District 10, Montserrat County, for gross violation of the House's standing rules and procedure. Honorable Speaker and members, I respectfully bring to your attention my observation with deep regret that since the inception of the second session of the 55th legislature, Honorable Koluba has constantly and repeatedly engaged into acts inimical to the rules of procedure governing the activities of the House of Representatives. In the instance case and during one of our sittings on the 28th day of January AD 2025, Honorable Koluba purposely, knowingly and intentionally elected to insult member of the House, disrespect the gavel of the Speaker, and disrupt the session which exposed the House to public disrepute by his demeanor that contravenes Section 42.2 of the Standing Rules of Procedure of the House of Representatives. Additionally, Honorable Speaker and fellow colleagues, the District Number 10 Montserrat County Representative publicly referred to members of the House of Representatives as juntas, quote unquote, outside of the chamber of the House, thereby breaching Rule 42.1, which provides that every member of the House of Representatives shall be responsible at all times in places to keep the prestige and dignity of this august body. This act on the part of Honorable Kaluba does not only undermine the integrity of the House, but much more exposes our children to immoral lifestyle of leadership through the social media, which, if not corrected, could degenerate our country into a culture of violence as a way of life. As a result of the aforementioned, it is my prayer to this august body that an action shall be taken against Honorable Kaluba to serve as he earns and restore the image of the House. Respectfully submitted, Honorable Johnson S.N. Williams, Representative District Number 3, River G County.
River G County, man, Johnson Williams. Yeah. So after the communication was read, listen to the man who led the burglary, an action or a move that warranted his expulsion from the House of Representatives. But because he is within the House of Majority Bloc and has the backing of Joseph Nima Boakai, so he relaxed. His action, Representative Kole, he led that. Listen to him. Here is his response after the Representative Johnson Williams communication was read.
The investigation will continue next week, Wednesday at 11 a.m. And the clerk, the office of the clerk will be asked, is hereby asked to send another communication to Representative Yekawa Kaluba, District Number 10, Motorcyclist County, informing him that this hearing was scheduled for today, and the hearing commenced, but due to his absence from the hearing, the committee has thought it wise to extend the hearing to next Wednesday to afford him more opportunity to come and defend himself against the allegations raised in said complaint. Having said that, it is also important that we inform members of the committee and the other House of Representatives and the public in general that what we are doing is in fulfillment of due process. Like you heard the co-chair saying, due process says you should hear before you condemn. So one of us file a complaint against one of us. We think that we have to give the opportunity to all parties, the accuser and the accused, to come and make their case. So to Johnson Williams or Rajiv County will say our sincere apology that we cannot pursue this matter. It is our hope that the time mentioned earlier for the hearing of this matter, you'll be present to make your case, to convince this committee why you think that we should be convinced that indeed the allegations laid against Kaluba in your communication should be accepted or not accepted. And at the same time, we want to give as a public notice to Kaluba, if he's watching this view, while awaiting his invitation, due to his absence, we have postponed this hearing, and we are going to recommence this hearing Wednesday at 11 a.m. at the first floor conference room of the House of Representatives, where we are currently seated. We want to say thank you to the media for coming. Thank you to our police, members of the committee, and also pray and hope those that are excused due to official obligations to be here at set time, so we can all form part of this hearing.
When we tell you that this country is cursed, you think that we are not nationalistic, doesn't want anything good to happen. It only means that your inability to reason well, with all these things unfolding, that they constitute curse, that you can bring curse upon yourself from evil intent, evil heart. Didn't God say As much as you want to, you can have the right to tell your brother that he's dirty, he stinks, he's nasty, he's disgruntled, he's destructive. You must equally put yourself before the mirror and know whether you have not any one of those characters before you can say. When you say, if you think speck is in your brother's eye, you want him to take it up, you must firstly check yourself. And that's the only way you can bring justice, or you can put a person on trial for immoral conduct. Liberia, whether we like it or not, we are in crisis, and this crisis might degenerate into something else. Don't be so dull that nothing can happen when the things that constitute conflict, they are being supported by the very people who call themselves educated people and don't want anything to happen. It's just like people don't want to go to hell, but they are doing things that will take them to hell. You want to go to hell, but the thing that God say don't do, so you won't go to hell, you're doing it. But you say you won't go to hell. You say you want war in this country, but you're doing things that will bring war. But you say we want war, but the people are doing it. The very thing that brought war, you stay doing it. This one is grudge, is division to the core, and it can plunge this country into something else. It's collective and individual grudge. If this man, Yeke Koluba, is one of their own, as he said, Yeke Koluba car was burglarized in full view, broad day of everybody by the man who called himself regime speaker that you're sitting under and he's presiding over you. You never had the audacity to describe that as being unruly, that it is disgruntled, that he needed to get protection. Nothing. Right after that, this other doll of a man called representative writes and say the man has desecrated the sanctity of the legislature, calling us junta. Oh yes. So you know what you need to do now? You need to bring complaints against all the talk show hosts, that gave out descriptions on you. Because how is that an insult? Description is never an insult. You go to school and you say you graduated, you get you know all the book. You know the difference between insult and description. Then how you graduated now? How you came out? Also, the part that they were beating on you. So, you know the difference? There is a gulf. There is a gulf between insult and description. Insult, I can never ever use it. Yeah. Never. In no other place. And no rational person will ever do that. But we are free to use description. Description is simply to give a picture to your hearers or your viewers what you are talking about. It becomes imaginative. That means they will picture it in the mind as you explain it. Let me give you an example. I often refer to the president as Nebuchadnezzar. That means the reign of Nebuchadnezzar. So is that an insult? No. Look at Nebuchadnezzar's reign and compare it with Boaka's reign. Anything Boaka wants, that's what you see happening from the very first day till now. So must the president say, Sam Andrews often call me Nebuchadnezzar. You're right, and bring Sam Andrews here. Even if the president does that, he will be exhibiting truly the character of Nebuchadnezzar. There is a wider gulf. People have to know it. There's a wider gulf between insult and description. Junta simply means that you are the other. Junta is the same as dictator. It's the same as tyrant. So what is it that this man who calls himself representative and educated person and also honorable will not know the difference between description and insult? It is not about that. The guys got grudge for the men who are with fanatic Kofa, and they're trying to do everything to subdue them. But listen, all of you guys were elected. You go up, you cannot. The last thing you ever want to do to get your colleagues out of that place, that is a blatant lie. It will never happen. Just as people stood in line, Representative Colette, Representative Johnson Williams, and the other people, just as people stood in line, they elected you, they stood in line to elect Yeke, elect Dixon Sibo, elected Abu Kamara, elected Speaker Kofa, elected all of those guys. You guys over there are equal. You guys are equal. You guys are co-equal. No one is above their colleague. The only difference is the position. But all of you were elected. Know it. Know it, Mr. Representative Johnson Willen. Know it. You too. Have you not desecrated that place? The fact that you joined, you gave your approval for an illegal arrangement that Rachel Kuhn is installed as speaker, a work suspension. Your guys can take you from there, all of you. You don't know that? Oh yes, the dollars. A fool in your head. Nonsense. Mr. Bia, man, so I gave you your time. That investigation there, you damaged your car. The man who calls himself the speaker, broad day, in clear view of the whole world. No reason why they're cutting aid to Liberia. You're continuing to let Rachel continue extending his house. And let everybody start continue to do what they do. The people seeing these things. Still, you can come to your senses. You call yourself representatives. You can take all of us too now everywhere. Yeah? Representative Johnson Williams, you can write another communication. Say all the talk show hosts, or apart from pro-government and government talk show hosts, say the people on the other side, they often refer to us as Nebuchadnezzar, as mercenaries, as renegades, as rebels. Then let them sum up. Let them sum up all of us, or they go whole or in contempt. The thing you're looking for. Yeah? Just as they hold the jump for Joseph, they hold the drop for Joseph, Joseph jump over it. That's how you're looking. Everything that you're looking for as majority bloc, it will not happen. You people will be made shame. This country will remain stable. It will remain peaceful. Bouaka will stay on as president of this country. We will continue to talk until we've got hovering all of us 2029. There is nothing you do in this country we will not talk. This country is not the property of the majority bloc and Joseph Yuma Bouaka. This is the land of the Republic of Liberia, sovereign. Joseph Yuma Bouaka contested. He won democratically and was sworn in constitutionally. So are you guys. You people were elected democratically and inducted constitutionally. We have every right to checkmate our leaders. You are not above the law. You are not. Except you want to tell us that you people, the House of Majority Bloc, Nebuchadnezzar. Nonsense. You go write the next communication, say the torture whole thing came, you causing us corner. You know who you are. You people lost your essence. You lost your essence over there. That whole legislature is complete nothingness. You lost your essence, your value. People didn't respect you again. They just see you now as human being, you're over there. But nothing. Because you're sold yourself. You people are sold out. Let me give my people a chance. My time is of the essence. Yes. You're coming in with your calls, yeah? Or your opinion. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97. The women's line 0777 9803 75. Hello. No, this one is
Thank you for the program. You know,
hello.
Sam,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Fine.
This is my fiancé for the CSC community.
Let's hear you.
They come here and rest all of us for calling Joseph Bouaka DJ. But they want to come in someone every one of y'all too. You want to give me name for you to refer to somebody as a gender. I want to say for that to someone you can call back. So they just we not got
Open this line. The feedback, the guests are on the show. We left not too long.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day. Let's go. Yeah. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Let's hear you. Yeah, let's hear you. All right, Chief. Thank you. Hey, you done? Come. All right. Thank you, Chief. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Andrew.
Yeah.
Yes, this is Shaka T. Banana calling from Kenya.
Okay.
So the ad was done by the regime speaker, the people that have taken into consideration, except the statement that was used by the foreign again.
Yeah.
The people that are not serious people. They are not serious people. And I don't refer to people who have as foreign men. They're foreign people, they are not foreign people. But whatever, they enjoy themselves. Me, I'm a sort of bunker.
All right, Chief. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
My man, no, that women's line, yo. Yeah. Sorry. Go on the men's line. Hello. Yeah. Let's hear you.
Good. Yeah, okay, I'm Andrew. I'm calling from Noah Johnson.
Yeah, let's hear you say that, Jibo.
Yeah, okay. The issue about the house starting and Dr. Polba for calling the contract. Then
Very interesting.
that for the guy for the lawyer, the now lawyer, telling me that he got a record talk. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. Where are you going? Are they the one that's supposed to want to spend justice when they're supposed to be actually honor the justice? So this government continues to cover the abuse. We told them that.
All right, Chief. Thank you. Let's get time to the other people. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Hello. Good afternoon. Let's hear you. Your name and where you come from. Let's go, Peter.
I think a lot of people get the right to even call them or Santa. But they came on the out of one way. When the boss is the office and my brother is going to be that particular law, the boss. Yeah, the other guy when the boss is.
Yeah, James Colette led the burglary.
Exactly. In that particular law, the one they're going to get you. Your father gave you. So they are wrong. They are not only better, but they are better with position. And if they then try to say you remove, they get over.
But they can't even do it, my dear. They can't do it. Those people were elected, all of them equal over there. They didn't get no power over the rest of the guys. Hello, thank you, sir. Hello. Yeah, you think you will wake up one morning and say we suspending because you got rule 48.7 or expelling? I'm good, Chief. I'm good as you are.
Yeah, I'm from Johnson Bay, you know, I'm
No, I'm talking on travel line, nothing ethnicity. No. Go speak to the issue. Amen. Hello? I'm talking on those where you bringing travel thing inside for. Hello?
Hello?
Whether you pelling me or you kissing me, and any issue. Let's hear you, yeah.
This is Coco from Albany, Jersey. Actually, what he's talking about is this few in the country is legislating. They know what they get is they get their group so that the group will be respected and the whole country will be taken. You know what I'm telling you?
Okay.
Only the group will be respected. And the whole country
No. Not only their rules should be respected. No. They themselves not respecting their own rule. They simply saying by their action that the rest of the guys who are not with them should bow to them and worship them. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Hello. Hello? Hello? Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Ari Johnson calling from the street.
Yeah, let's go, Ira.
Something you evangelist say, oh, they cannot bring you guys. They pay that thing they're coming from. They don't know it. But you from so they can never do the job. In fact, now all 4 people here that can sweat, that can think. You see, what we are in the get there, happening for you see you go, you start, and then somebody go, oh, I'm going to give you them. People can go as straight as you too, so that when you start. Student FM2, they get into language. What's up? What they're getting is to be around. So what I can tell you is that these people are not thinking all the same thing. I am able to but so let's just keep praying. The church always test the heart of the citizen. No one will tell it.
All right.
So
All right.
what I say, thank you for all the good work you are analysis are very, very good. Thank you.
Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andrew.
How are you?
You
Let's hear you, Madeline.
Mr. Andrew, if you not want for them to call you wrong, don't speak. That's the problem of this gender laws makeup. We will continue to call it the gender laws makeup because that they are behavior. But if you not want to call it gender laws makeup, then don't be there were people saying, but you're not because you're not on what you are gender, so we have to call it that need. If you not want for you to, if you know that you can't see, then don't you not want to say you go. Don't behave there for rule. They behave there for gender, so we'll continue calling it a gender majority. So how will call them Mr. Andrew? So thank you for calling me the time.
Thank you too. Have a nice weekend. Hello.
Yeah, and the one thing that says this, I forgot. You see the people from Yakan? The people were in here. The people looking for a spot. That when I finish talk you. They don't want to get certain people from us who will pay the last of the position is to get it only 2 hours to release and second collapse. You see how they releasing because they know we see you see as a different personal organization we see coming on. The people the next thing that's creeping to my mind, they are coming after us, you know, and we're waiting for this. And the time will keep us here. You're watching the able creep, you're yay.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Have a nice Friday. Thank you. Let's go to the men's line. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Andrews.
Yeah, let's hear you quick.
Yeah, this is David King. You see, I don't know. Is it now that this player knows about what I call it due process? Is it the time that is not a due process? This unfortunately I've been seeing all of the time. For the time for October 17 of last year, so that he said, give me due process. I will step aside and go through the process. They said, no, they can't come on to nothing. So why are they not calling you to go so that they can give me due process?
Okay, Chief.
This must not be the rule of law.
Yeah, all right.
They try to scapegoat.
Don't mind them, man. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. All right.
The nature of a human being, it does not anyway mean that you insulting the person.
No. Don't mind them, man. But they have not. But they have not. But thank you, yeah. Thank you. They have not given description to people and even in their own homes. They have not said things about their children. They or give any damning description. I see you, man. But let's get 2 or 3 comments. Philip Nangwe said, "Cat creating its own babies. Yeke and Stanton will suffer their own government. For them to be thinking about how to impeach Bwagai, let them be worrying about Yeke." Wookie Davis say, "Let them enjoy. Nothing lasts for long." Edwin, that's Asata Miller. Okay. Asata Miller said, "Look at that useless woman vomiting nonsense from her mouth. So rebels. when the communication, you're referring to the communication that was read. And Lawrence K. Sherman said, look at your madness. The man says he didn't recognize your authority, but you want him to submit to an investigation under your authority. So power drunk that you have lost your sense of reasoning. Moses Yimpan said, those guys are junta. All right, thank you all. Thank you. Can the comments in the hundreds can read all time is of the essence. So this is how we go home, man. You don't mind those people. No reason why the both Liberians they find it difficult to reason well, but not every Liberians though that the house of the majority bloc. Because we don't have House of Representatives now. The House of Majority Bloc. They got door. Regime speaker say, you're of course Boaga. Yeah, you go to your regime speaker, the man who say the more people might attack Boaga. They get empty men and women in that place. Not even men and women, say boys and girls. Tiny boys and girls. You go write another communication, you put all the talk show hosts, and then you submit it to your people, say these people always insulting us. Then when we finish, we too will bring all the claims against you. We'll make sure some of you will leave that legislature before 2029. If you think we can do it, you continue. Let the warfare start. When we open some of your fire that we know. About you know, we get far, that you get far, that you're from day one. You better say that because you're spoiling your refugee county name. Can't talk about Yeke. Only Yeke you're in the house. But Yeke is the hero in the house. Yeke is the topical character in the house. Yeke, you're elevated. Yeke, every day, who say you're educated. Every day, anything about Yeke that news for you, it attracts you. It intimidates you. It gives you a sleepless night. You can think, you can reason. You concentrate on one man. Do you know how you silence a person? By not giving him attention at all. But if you talk about the person, you talk about what the person does, you uncomfortable with it, in logical reasoning, that's what they call elevating the person to a level higher, above yourself. And you say you went to school. You know simple logical reasoning. That starting get substance. Say the man call us junta. I see you, man. The news is all at 6 in just under 10 minutes from now, and then at 8 is face the issues with Teacher Light. You don't want to miss it tonight. It's going to be very, very explosive. You don't want to miss it at 8 tonight. All right. I'm Sam Andrews. If God permits, we're back on Monday. This is how the show recess for this week. Shalom.